Congressman Louie Gohmert back with me live from the Texas border. All right, Congressman, the president blames you and the Texas delegation for the border problems. What do you say?
Well, I'll say that the president is the source of the problems. When the president spoke up and created his own DREAM Act and said, "So I've spoken it, so it shall be," it was the lure that drew people up here. There's been no spike in violence in Central America. They're coming because of the president's promises. And when they get here, they call home and say, hey, it's true. They're not sending people back. It's the president's problem alone.
Congressman, I understand that there are ads on state-run TV in Central America saying, you know, go to America if you're a minor, they'll take you in, they'll give you a path to citizenship. Why isn't the Obama administration doing something to counter that?
Well, they have said some things. They've made statements that they're not wanting people to come.
So then why aren't they closing the border?
I know. Well, that's the problem. They're saying it, but they're doing nothing to make that happen. They could secure that border, but those guys, those Border Patrol out there on the river, they are working as hard as anybody possibly can. But it's not just the kids coming. I was out there. There was an hour-and-a-half period where there were so many people coming that the handful is all they had available in that one spot. Were processing these people as this administration's requiring. And we were down there, just a few of us, and there were lookouts we ran into. Those have got to be the drug lord lookouts. There's other things than kids coming in, and this administration could stop it. But let me tell you something that hadn't been really hammered. Article 1, Section 10, when the federal government is not able or is not willing to protect from an invasion, a state has the right to reach its own agreements, levy its own taxes, and do whatever it has to secure its border from further invasion. And this is an invasion, twice as big already than D-Day and twice as many again still coming.
All right. And Congressman, what do you think of the fact that the president didn't even want to visit the border but would rather play pool and says he's not into photo ops?
Well, I mean, it's consistent with his M.O. We had heard his body man say that during the Benghazi, the Bin Laden raid, that he went in and looked, and then he went and played cards, totally absent, as you pointed out, on Benghazi. So it's consistent. And really, after you make a dramatic mess and children are dying out there because you've helped lure them in, would you really want to go see that? Well,
you know, I mean, can you imagine if George Bush never went to look at Katrina? He got enough grief for being in a helicopter. Finally, talking about... Go ahead. And Judge, actually, apparently the administration went back and was able to dig out Scott McClellan's old talking points on why the president needed to just look out from the window. I couldn't believe they were recirculating President Bush's old reasoning behind that. All right. Congressman Gohmert, thanks so much for being with us this evening. Judge, I didn't feel like I needed to say much after your monologue. You nailed it all. Thank you.